West Wight Potter 19 trailer. Electrical, this stuff needs to get yanked out. It hasn't worked for a long time. It's just junk. But the trailer has detachable lights that you run from your vehicle all the way to the back. And it works great. This arrangement is functional, but you can't get that quite to there because of the height of this, but it works fine. Spare holds air. I would replace that roller. Bunks have plastic on them. There's a board there that you set the centerboard on. Right now the centerboard's resting on pins on top of the case. You never rest the centerboard on the wire, on the cable attached to the winch, because that deforms the ceiling, I think, if you, the roof of the cabin, if you leave it on there for too long. The leaf springs are okay. Wheels hold air. Bearings don't make any noise. I've never had the caps off. If you're gonna make a long journey, you'd wanna pull those off, grease them. There's no rust in the frame. So I think it's a good trailer. When the boat comes off it, it's surprising how small the trailer is. And it really just means that this boat is not heavy. Okay. Hull. There's no soft spots in the hull. I think I went over this already. But you'll have to make sure for yourself, or you can take my word for it. It's not deformed at all where it's been sitting on the bunks. And the hull is sound. Use some bottom paint. And that's the same for all of the fiberglass everywhere. The issues on the hull are cosmetic ones. This was done by the owner previous to the previous owner. I've had this boat for 1 year, and I'm going to just get a bigger boat because I've got this mooring. And the previous owner had the boat for 1 year as well. He was into sailing because he was recovering from an accident. So again, cosmetic things. This stripe, some like paint over some old numbers. Those were the main numbers from the owner previous to the previous, who had this boat for a while. Okay. Standing rigging. There's 4 shrouds that are attached and don't need to come off for trailering, and they're tensioned and they're in good shape. Rear stay, same deal, attached and doesn't need to come off for trailering. All the mounting plates are in fine shape. Mast step, I don't know if that's a factory mast step or not. I think once I got the impression that it wasn't. But it's bolted there. You unbolt it and slide the entire arrangement back. Bolt it at the base of the mast at the step. And hoist her up. Which can be done single-handed with this gin pole that I have. And then this is the furler, it's the forestay as well. And that gets pinned right on that. Furler's great. Boat has a jib only for foresails. Hello.
Morning.
And a main. That's a handy system for stowing that anchor. Bow light works. It has these tracks for the foresail guides that can be adjusted fore and aft. Each of us. I always attach the furling line here. The jib sheets come through here. Okay. The system works well. Motor can come up, tilt up, and be completely out of the water. 5-horse, 4-stroke, I forget what, or 2-stroke, I forget what year this is. But it works perfectly. I can demo. Here is the rudder and tiller arrangement. It has this downhaul and uphaul apparatus. I just left it down. Just lift it off if you're going to beach. I found that easier than fiddling with all this. Got cranks for those winches. Stern light works. Masthead light doesn't work, although I ran a new wire to it. There's the antenna. All the rest of the stuff is okay. This thing here needs to be replaced. It's all wonky. There's the mounting plate for the depth finder, which works great. This little guy works surprisingly well. Kept the battery topped off. New wiring for the antenna. And was a guide here, which I took off because it didn't fit the pennants on the mooring ball, but I have it. Can be reattached. The backing behind these are sound. It's getting cold. Let's do some stuff in here. There's two of these. Don't know why. There are. Oh. This thing. I've just lifted the centerboard off its pins. Put it back down. It has cable running from this winch around here up to here. To there. So if I have this boat this winter, I think what I'd like to do is take this out, 300-pound steel plate, the centerboard, and convert that oxidation and use some epoxy to ferret some, encapsulate it, and paint it. Final blue. These go on the cockpit seats. Boom. You can see that it could use a clean in spots. This is some goo gone with it. Tidy that up. Let's see. I always slept up here. In this lovely V-berth. Behind that locker is a bunch of road for the anchor. This is new wiring that I did with the good stuff. That won't have to be done again for a long time. This is the main. It's got some life. There's no tears or anything in it. Here's the jib. Again, it's got some life. No tears. That can be read or not. It has the name of the owner previous to the previous and some storage information. Serviced by Main Sailing Partners, Yarmouth. There's one bit of work to be done there. The guy had a Tupperware thing for the case for this circuitry, and it doesn't close anymore because I put heavier wires on the back. So, lovely box for this would be nice. Running lights, that masthead light, which I said needs to be replaced, the fixture, and the instruments, which is to say a radio here, and that depth finder up there. These side berths are nice. A tall person can have a good rest here. There's the cable I was talking about. There's the gin pole. It has a strap, ratcheting strap, a cleat, block and tackle with a lot of line. The block and tackle is really just 4 pulleys. Yes. There is a canvas cover for this boat that fits very nicely when the mast is in this position or when the mast is stepped and raised, and it ties down, and it has a longer zipper so a person can attach it himself. And it's a good cover, so you have to fool with tarps or like shrink wrap. Anyways, for the record,